Hello friends, we are back! Welcome back for more Expedition 33. Thank you for sticking around for the Minecraft stream. Hope you're all doing well. Let's continue this wonderful game. We ended at camp right after the duelist boss fight. Right after an emotional scene with our expedition, and we are now ready to get back into things. So obviously we're going to have to talk to a few folks here. Haven't had a chance to change up the situation at camp for a little bit, so let's talk to CL.
How far up the mountain is Monoco station? Will we see snow?
Not too high, but yeah, there's usually snow.
Fantastic.
Oh, right, there's no snow in Lumiere.
No, only in books and paintings. It's almost as mythical as Gestrels.
Fascinating.
And just as fun. And sometimes just as deadly.
Oh. Really? My husband was obsessed with the idea of snow.
She had a husband. That's the first I'm hearing of it.
I can't wait to see some.
That you will.
At least I'm pretty sure. You want to spend time with CL? Yeah. I don't know if we get to do this with everybody every time we make camp, or if it's just like one person at a time, but sure. Let's spend some time with CL. Verso approaches CL, who seems open to talking.
You seem less stressed than the others.
Is that your conclusion? After your extensive observation of our team?
Yes.
There must be better uses of your time than analysing our stress levels.
Well, it's important to understand your teammates.
Says the mysterious stranger who has yet to share much about himself.
Exactly. Tell us about the mansion. What do you know about the manor?
Then consider this my attempt to be less mysterious.
Oh, is that what this is?
It's better to say mysterious. A story for a story. I want to know more about both of these two.
I'll trade you. A story for a story. Quite fair, I think.
Well, there are stories, and then there are stories. You first, then.
Something unusual, full of strange wonders and mysteries.
Something unusual, then? Strange wonders and mysteries?
A bit impersonal, Not really how you get to know each other.
Oh no, did we mess up?
I don't think that's worthy of a trade. No. Tell me something dark and melancholy and personal.
She's all about the darkness, this one.
Ooh, going straight for the heavy stuff, huh?
If we're going to share, let's share.
Story for a story, right?
We'll see.
Spend the next few minutes arguing whether CL should also share. CL continues to tease Verso, who remains evasive. Their relationship grows a little bit. Cool, okay. So we didn't actually get to hear any of the stories. And it seemed like both answers would have led to the same conclusion with CL, so there we go.
Your oldest friend is a Gestrel.
Yes. We've been friends for as long as I can remember.
Gustav would have loved that.
Why? Because he liked Gestrels?
Because he liked the idea of friendships that could last decades.
Makes sense.
We don't get to enjoy such long friendships in Lumiere.
Okay, we do get to spend time with everyone. Great. Good, good, good. Lune intercepts Verso as he walks by the fire.
Why are you allying yourself with us?
Not a lot of options out here. In case you hadn't noticed.
She goes immediately to like, what's the strategic advantage for you?
What about the previous expeditioners? Did you help them too? Yet they still failed.
That's a terrible way to ask questions. Do you always interrogate people like this?
Given the circumstances, I think we can skip the pleasantries, no?
Alliances are usually give and take, as are conversations.
So this is Verso just teaching everybody how to hold a conversation.
Trust goes both ways, no?
Alright then. As a gesture of good faith, I'll show you how to use Lumina.
No need. I got it.
Well, aren't you a quick study?
But I appreciate the gesture. Thank you.
Trust works both ways.
All right. As a gesture of good faith, I'll answer 3 questions. Choose wisely.
Only 3.
Someone's a bit greedy.
3 questions with 3 follow-ups.
You're really
we're bargaining
pushing this.
I think it's reasonable.
All right. Go for it.
Lune spends some time bombarding Verso with questions. Verso remains evasive. It pisses Lune off. It also triggers her insatiable sense of curiosity. They're reluctantly intrigued, as is Verso. So I assume we're going to have to keep doing this at camp, and it's kind of a shame that it's not giving you more actual detail, but I presume they're just saving those for story reveals or whatever, right? The interrogation is over, they go back to the others. Nice. Let's chat to Mael.
How come Monoco lives so far from the other Gestrels?
Monoco's a searcher. They travel the land looking for Gestrels who went missing after the fracture.
So Monoco is a Gestrel then, huh?
The lost Gestrels.
Yeah. That and he, pissed off Golgra.
Fair play.
How come
Monoco's...
the lost
Alright, so
Gestrels?
no relationship building with Mael. Makes sense. Especially if it turns into more of like dating sim territory, because obviously Mael is like 16. Let's have her back in expedition uniform. She's still a bit messed up from the last fight, I guess. So she's covered in blood. It's so funny seeing the rest of them relatively unscathed and Mael just absolutely dripping with blood. So let's rest real quick. Let's clean her off. I guess we also have some attributes to upgrade. We will talk to Esquier. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten Esquier. Let's increase Lune's might. Oh, I guess that's all we have in terms of attributes from that last one, huh? And then, oh, Lune has 6 skill points now, which means medium ice damage, very high single target lightning damage for 6 hits, increasingly high fire damage. This is the one that was like Dragon Rage. Hell. Oh, there's a skill that's just called Hell. Incredible. Crustal Crush. We haven't encountered a great deal of stuff that's weak to Earth yet, so I have a sense that some of that stuff might be coming up next. Although if we're going to a snow area, maybe fire is the way to go. I'm actually kind of torn about that. But we have Wildfire now, so maybe we'll go with this instead. And then I think we'll probably aim for some of this other stuff down here as well, because I like the ice and lightning stuff just as well. We also have a regen ability here, so using Lune as a healer could be pretty viable. Verso, I don't think it has anything we can buy, neither does Mael. CL has a couple of things we could buy, but I am more tempted by some other skills. Then again, we do need to get these skills before we get towards anything more valuable, so... Propagates targets foretell to all enemies plays a second turn. We're getting that. We're getting that. That's broken. That's absolutely busted. Yeah, that turns CL into like a really effective single character. So a couple of things I wanted to do as well with target to look at Verso's equipment here. I kind of want to try Dualiso to play again after a base attack. We'll upgrade this so it gets better base attack damage, and there's a Pictos that lets you is it combo attack? Yeah, we already have that, so base attack has 1 extra hit. So Dualiso lets him play again after a base attack, so that means we attack like basically 4 times in a row if we just use 2 base attacks. So let's go to the Curator and upgrade that if we have the Catalysts for it. We don't. Okay, cool. So, yeah, that gets us up to 300-ish power, which is nowhere near what we have with Abyssaram, but if we attack twice, potentially it's pretty good. So we'll give it a try, and we'll look for Resplendent Chroma Catalysts when we're out in the field. Let's talk to Esquier.
That was sad.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
You were sad.
Yeah.
You were thinking of Julie.
Oh, Julie. Julie is a name we only know from the available mission logs.
Well, not just her, but... Yeah.
Want a hug?
Yeah. I do.
So yeah, let's spend time with Esquier.
She reminds me of someone.
What's up, Polsky Stalker? Thanks so much for the birthday wishes. Who, Mael?
Who? Mael?
Have I met her before?
Well, you also thought you knew CL.
Oh, but I do. Wait, don't I?
Sometimes I feel like you know everyone.
Sometimes I feel like you know everyone.
Oh well, That's because you're all cousins. Same, but different.
Right, so, maybe it's that.
Yes. Ah, just like Verso is Verso's cousin. Mael is Mael's cousin. Yes, that's it. You're so very wise.
Wait, come back. Where are you going? That almost makes sense to me.
Yep. Verso the Wise.
Oh, great name. Oh, can I be Eskia the Great? No, wait. How about Eskia the Brave? Oh, no. Eskia the Great is better.
You're just a big ball of nonsense sometimes, aren't you?
That's why we're best friends.
Yeah. Verso does seem like he'd be quite keen on just nonsense. Relationship level increased. This is the first one that's going up to 2. Does this mean anything? We will find out, I guess. They talk a bit more nonsense before going back to the others. Nice. Okay, cool. I don't think there are any more lost gestrels. I don't know if there's much else going on around the camp right now. We've done stuff at the flag. This is where the lost gestrels hang out. Yeah, we just have those 2. So Sastro won't have anything new for us. So I guess it's just campfire stuff now, right? Right in the Journal of Gustav's Apprentices. Mael finds a spot where she can write. She spends some time writing in Gustav's journal to honor his memory. She gathers her courage and writes about Gustav's sacrifice, how he laid the trail. She hopes Gustav's apprentices will read this journal someday. Mael heads back. Check up on the others. Okay, little optional campfire scene, I guess. Mael quietly approaches Lune, wanting to apologize for her behavior on their way to bury Gustav.
Hey.
Hey.
I didn't mean...
It's fine.
I just...
I miss him too.
It's hard.
The pain we feel every time we lose someone. I've tried many ways of dealing with it. Running from it, sitting with it, compartmentalizing it. But what I needed was to use it. To use everything.
What do you mean?
I feel everything. And I let it burn inside me.
Yeah, she does seem kind of bottled up, right?
When I'm tired, when I feel hopeless, when I want to just let it all go. I use the pain. I use the fear, the shame, the guilt, the anger. I use it all to keep going. To make sure I continue.
Lune.
I can almost feel them beside me. Everyone we've lost. Walking with me. Especially when I use chroma. I feel their presence, their closeness. And they help me.
You feel Gustav?
Yeah. I do.
I'd like to feel him with me too.
Learn magic.
You have an affinity for chroma too. Try it.
Oh, if Mael could learn some of Lune's abilities, that would be so busted.
How do you always know what to do?
I don't. Want to know a secret? I have no idea what I'm doing. And I don't think anyone else does either.
Nope, same.
Really?
Don't tell anyone else I said that.
Oh, bless him. Alright. That seems like everything we can do at camp. I'm pretty sure everyone else is just... Oh, there is another checkup on the others, huh? I guess we have a lot of potential scenes here now, so... Oh, and this one's like full cutscene, okay. Is Lune creating this log or reading it?
What are you working on?
Oh, she's reading it. She's making it,
Contingency
rather.
plans. If we fail, Expedition 32 will need every bit of information we have.
Yeah, makes sense.
Right, but how are you going to get it to them?
I asked the Gestrals for help.
Smart.
What are the stars whispering to you?
Actually, I'm the one whispering to them.
Oh?
It's something my dad and I used to do. When I was scared, or anxious, or even when I was happy, he'd say, share it with the stars. When it's hard to talk about things, the stars will understand.
I like that.
I talked to the stars a lot after he was gone.
I remember the night we first met at the Crooked Tower.
Right,
The Crooked Tower, I presume, is
after the gommage.
the Eiffel Tower. The bent version of the Eiffel Tower that we see.
I was surprised to find you there. I thought I was the only one who knew about that room.
I had to get away from the harbour. And those damn petals everywhere. So I climbed up.
It wasn't logical. But parts of me really believed my parents and their expedition had succeeded. That they'd stopped her.
Because I guess, how would you know?
Then the paint just woke.
Makes sense, yeah.
And I knew they weren't coming home.
You know, it meant a lot to me. The comfort we shared that day. But you avoided me after. Why?
It wasn't personal. I cut a lot of people out of my life.
Okay, not personal.
That day, I knew my parents had failed. They were counting on me to finish their work. I couldn't afford distractions.
Friends are not distractions.
I know that now.
Wow. We're in the middle of nowhere with 1 year left to live. What better time to build friendships?
I could use some wine, though.
Making friends is thirsty work.
I ship it. It's fun that they can find some levity in all of this, especially after how somber the previous scene was. That's sweet. Alright. If that's our scene, yep. So our current objective, we are headed to Monoco's station in the mountains. And Verso obviously knows Monoco, but I am curious as to who this individual is. Oh, and we get even more scenes. This is not going to be another black and white scene with Mael, huh?
Thanks. It really was a beautiful place.
Glad you liked it. I've buried friends there too. You were right about condolences. We offered them because we don't know what else to say, but there's no comfort there.
No.
All we can do is carry them with us.
I guess. Sorry. It's just wet.
Drowning in our own sadness. Hey, why did you join the expedition? I mean, with the Gommage, I understand the rest of the team's decision, but you're half their age.
Out here seemed better than in there at the time.
It's natural. Wanting to escape a life you don't want.
Escape. Yeah. That's what I wanted. But Gustav and the others, they really want to change things.
Well, changing your life also counts. Can't always shoulder the world's problems, you know? It'll drain you fast.
Gustav would probably say, if more of us cared, then it would lighten the load for everyone.
He sounds like a good guy.
Wait. I kept Gustav's, so
Oh, is that his
you can
armband?
have mine.
Oh, so he oh, cool.
You'll need one if you want to be an official member of our merry crew.
Officially adopted
I've
into
got to say, I didn't take you
33.
for an official kind of person.
So now you're officially the new Gustav. If that wasn't clear
Welcome
to begin
the
with.
disaster expedition.
Thank you.
That's very sweet. Oh, and there's our relationship level increasing. Sweet. That one's mandatory. You can't not do that, I guess. Unless maybe you talk to everybody and that triggers that scene somehow, but... Yep, he is Gustav 2.0. New and improved. And here we are, back on the world map. So this is...
How far to Monoco Station?
Forgotten Battlefield, yep.
With SGA? Oh, should be quick.
And map here. Oh, yikes. Okay. So obviously, yeah, there's river routes around here. There are so many little things that I think I've missed back in this area. There's a couple of places I've seen people go. All of the... Oh, no, I was going to say all of the names were missing, but... there's also, like, a boss fight that I've seen people do that's, like, back here, I think, in the meadows, that I have not yet encountered. But yeah, I'm genuinely, like, there's a couple of places I'm pretty sure we have to have SGA flying before we can land, like over here, over there. Really curious what this place is. But yeah, we got some mountains here, and then I presume this snowy area, yeah, that's where we're headed. I kind of want to just go straight for the story stuff, even though I know doing the side stuff is going to be worth it. I just kind of want to see what's immediately ahead of us. And, you know, if we get a little under-leveled for the story stuff, then that just increases the challenge, right? So I guess we're headed, yeah, sort of this way. Is Lumiere on the map too? Yeah, it's right at the bottom. It's like the very furthest south. You can actually see the tower if you float all the way south with SGA. Although you can't reach it yet. I expect you can go there eventually, but I'm not sure for what or why.
Monoco Station is to the north, not far from here.
This doesn't feel snowy, this feels just black and white, like all of the colour has drained out of it, except for obviously the red petals, so that's obviously got some symbolism to it. But it does feel like we are now... Oh, there's a another painting workshop there. I'm genuinely, like, trying my best not to get distracted, but I'm just kind of curious what else is popping up. There's this over here, too. Next to a single tree out there, there's some kind of landmark. That's just the opposite half of Forgotten Battlefield. This is here. Like, a couple of locations are revealing themselves to me, but I think we're going to press on up the mountain. I'm really curious to see what's left. What's next. And I also want to try out Verso's new weapons. Lune has fire element right now. I think we'll keep that on her. Obviously, Mael's sword is the best thing ever. We're never going to change that. Yeah, I think we'll have some fun with CL's weapons another time. But yeah, I think we'll go with this team for now, and we'll bring CL in a little bit later once we're a bit more familiar with this situation. Oh, there's like train carriages everywhere, or they seem like train carriages at least. When he said station, I wasn't certain if he was just saying like outpost, or this quite clearly seems to be an actual station. Look at all the reflections in the ice as well. That's wild. Alright. Monoco Station it is. It feels unpainted. Yeah, that's really interesting. It's like, is it unpainted or has the paint been removed?
Just to Monoco.
A train. Gustav would have liked to see that.
Follow the tracks. Okay,
Is
up,
it true
up
before
here,
the
parkour.
fracture, Lumiere had trains running throughout the continent?
Always running late, but running.
The 65th have been here. Interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think there's much we can do in terms of, like, traversal here. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Like, is there anything aboard the train? So excited to come back through this game a second time and see what, if anything, I have missed. Because I've definitely missed some stuff
Here we are.
already, but...
Monoco Station.
Oh, already? Okay. Huh.
Is that a Grundis? I knew it! They're real too!
What's a Grandis? What is she looking at? There's a lot of bells in the sky and everything. Are you a Grandis? There's a lot of these, like, hairy rock lads. What's going on over here? This is just all on fire, I guess. Hey there, big lad. Contrary to what some believe, guard duty is quite rewarding. I find it meditative and instructional. But you're chill with me just rocking up, I guess? Because Verso knows whoever this is. There's a lot of seemingly dead you around, which is a concern. There's got to be some stuff around here. I don't know, all of these environments look like they are concealing places I can acquire items. This is such a cool environment, though. Look at that. The details. Oh, there is something back here. At last, an item. Some chroma.
Interesting.
We'll take it. Does this seem like it was recently attacked, or... I don't know. I think Verso might be reacting differently if it was recently attacked. That guy's moving, so he is at least alive. Is there any way we can, like, jump up on top of the train carriages, or no? Oh. No, guess not. We can't, like, clamber up onto those. There's no grapple points or anything. I guess we're just heading on in. I think there was an item at the end of this as well.
Monoco's not here. That means...
Oh.
slow as ever. Mon Dieu.
Your reflexes remain sharp as ever. I approve.
Oh, he's also got a gravelly voice.
Eskia, did Verso pull you into another adventure? New friends.
This guy's like the Yeti.
Speak our language.
He had a lot of time to kill, so I taught him.
Ladies, could I interest you in a duel?
Of course.
Definitely a gestural.
No point trying to talk until we've calmed Monoco down with a relaxing fight. Be careful though. Monoco's fighting style is a bit peculiar.
Drunken Master. Okay. Mad beats immediately. I approve.
Now,
Oh, blue magic. Interesting.
He can turn into a Nevron.
you could do better.
Lune is once again getting absolutely wrecked. We probably just want to flurry. I forget that she still has roulette. I kind of want to take that off.
A storm is coming.
So he doesn't always turn into a Nevron. I think we just attack physically.
Let's carve a path.
Because then we get a second turn. And we've got AP from that, which means we can do something like Perfect Break. Heck yeah. Okay, so the fact that he can attack twice to gain AP is huge. Mental Forte.
Let the ink
Oh, we didn't
flow.
get as much AP back from that. Let's electrify one more time. Build stains, and that way we can mayhem next turn. Nice counter. And honestly, he's doing pretty good damage with this thing, so... Now we're at S rank, and... I guess we are at S rank because of the Perfect Break, right? So... I don't even know what to do here except attack. Yeah, let's mayhem.
That spills.
That's another break. Let's take the finish. Very nice. The soundtrack is such a banger. I cannot believe it.
No distraction, son. I'm really busy beating up strangers.
Monoco, what are you doing here?
Where is the man with the weird arm?
Everyone?
The Grandis are taking cover.
Oh. A stalact.
This guy is cool. Like, his design is cool as hell. I'm sorry, it's just too good. There was something down here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I thought I saw something. Hiding in the shadows.
An advantage.
Just Color of Lumina, but it's worth having. Especially if we're about to get Monoco as a party member, potentially. I'm so curious what that means for, fights if he can turn into a Nevron. Again, blue magic. Yes, please. Alright, Verso got an upgrade. I think we're going to improve his defense and vitality, because his new weapon does scale with that. Mael, we're going to improve agility and might, because more might is always good. And then skill-wise, I think we're still waiting on points, so that seems okay. In fact, we may as well just rest, because I don't think we're in danger of respawning any encounters. So we need to head back out for whatever this is. Ah! Ice Nevrons. Well, one of those seems to be dead over there, so...
As honored guests, the first fight is yours. Defeat the Stalact with your fearsome talents.
Right.
He's like, oh, wait.
You're serious?
Yes, he is.
Time for us to get serious. Reminds you of Sun Wukong? Yeah, I like that.
You little coward.
He kind of reminds me of Rafiki with, like, the stick. It means that you are a baboon, and I am not.
Oh well.
Let's rumble! Switch stance to fire. Oh! Interesting. Well, we've got something for that.
Verso?
Gradient
why aren't you
attacks.
using gradient attacks.
I don't need pointers from the one sitting on his lazy ass.
You didn't teach them, did you, you lazy old fart? Very well. I shall
Let the
generously
ink
impart
flow.
my wisdom.
Now use gradient attacks. Each HP used to cast a skill fills the gradient gauge. Once the gauge is full, you gain 1 gradient charge. You can use it with any character. Right. So we can gradient attack now? For Tremor. That also does say removes all enemy shields, so I presume this is tutorial time and you're meant to do that. But it just kills him. Nice. Because we did all the jump counters. Fun. Oh, that...
You found worthy friends,
the
Verso.
achievement I just got says
Jealous.
unlock all playable characters. So, I mean... This is it. He's, the next one on the
What are you
reserve team.
doing?
I just need the foot. Aha!
He steals this thing's feet?
He transforms by collecting Nevron feet.
Collecting
Don't ask me how
Nevron
it
feet?
works. I've never understood.
The feet, dude? This game has a thing about
Now
feet.
that we've had some good battles to
It's
warm
like a-
the spirits,
Hideo Kojima game.
to what do we owe the pleasure of your company?
We're heading for Old Lumiere.
Okay, bye.
Hey, come on. Hey. Hey,
I love
look,
this guy.
I know we failed before, but
He's so good.
look, you doofus. Don't you recognize her?
Of course I do.
Then you know what that means. This is our shot. It might be our only shot.
This is your only shot. Out of the question. I will never join you again.
There will be a lot of fighting, though.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's true.
There will be a lot of fighting.
Exactly.
Count me in then.
Good.
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 Yes, good.
Noco's coming too.
Oh, you are?
L'homme mercante Old Lumiere. Ah, c'est mon automne, très joli. Voici le meilleur mercanteur du monde.
As a responsible parent, this is a superb idea. Let us go to Old Lumiere.
Okay, now I need to know how Monoco works. And it's going to be so painful picking characters because all of them are so good.
Oh, grande surcommune. Dans la structure Godot.
Oh, wow, there's a lot of them. One of them has a beret. Hell yeah, dude. Okay, so we're going that way if we want to head north. Fine. Oh my god, do we wish to play Monoco's tutorial? Yes. I would like to. Oh my god. Look at the UI for this. What's going on? Casting skills moves the wheels, pointer corresponding skills are more powerful. Now we have gradient attacks as well. There's just so much. I'm like, ah. Also, feed it all to me, but yikes. The Almighty Mask upgrades all skills. So Monoco skills move the bestial wheel pointer forward. Each mask on the wheel upgrades specific skills. The Almighty Mask upgrades all skills. Upgraded skills are stronger or gain additional effects. So we have to land it on the gold one, apparently. Starting skills are Chalier Combo and Stalac Punches. The bestial wheels on Heavy Mask. Stalac Punches is upgraded and deals additional damage. Yeah, right. So it's kind of like the ranking thing, but it's a different different visual indicator for it. Use Stalac Punches to move the bestial wheel pointer 4 masks further. Okay, so the mask thing is indicated by the symbol next to the AP cost. And what is it, this guy, by the way? Hello? So he becomes one of those. This thing is healing. Okay, cool. Monoco harvests Nevron legs if he is in the party when Nevrons are killed. Enemies with lootable legs have that icon next to their health bar. Defeating them will allow Monoco to learn this Nevron skill, Blue Magic. The bestial wheel is now on a caster mask. He doesn't have any caster skills yet, but defeating the Pellerin will unlock one. Okay, cool. Well, this thing has a weak point right there, so... Or did it not? Maybe it's shielded or something. That was weird. The attacks were kind of strange there, and I didn't quite see what was going on. I guess I don't take damage because this is a tutorial.
Sweet taste of battle.
So we'll do Stalac Punches again. Sure. Just beat a Pellerin and looted his leg, which allows Monoco to learn Pellerin Heal. Open the skill menu to equip new skill. Great. And find your way through the Grandest station. Okay, great. Look at this guy, dude. Look at him. Okay, yeah, we've already learned it because he's got open skill slots, but that's wild. Oh, and he has, obviously, weapons. Start battle in Balanced Mask. Balanced Mask applies powerful for 3 turns. What do you have? What do you need? Obviously, he's got Luminas that we can equip later. I want to start with... Energizing Death. I hope he doesn't die that much. I feel like a lot of the ones I haven't equipped are the ones that are just related to using items, and obviously we do use items a bit, but I try not to. Augmented Aim, Healing Mark. I mean, Healing Mark sounds good. We need to learn that. Healing Parry also sounds good. And +1 AP on jump counterattack, sure. Because we've learned a lot of these because these were the early ones we got, so... Let's actually start learning some of the other ones. Energizing Parry will be really useful later too. But that's giving him some extra health, which is kind of nice. Some extra defense, which is good. Luminas. We want to have augmented attack because he'll be doing base attack a fair bit until we get some more skills. Let's give him dead energy. Critical moment I don't care that much about. Auto shell for the moment since he's maybe vulnerable. 1 AP on perfect dodge doesn't matter because we're not dodging as much. Energizing start sounds good. And Breaking shots, maybe? There's not a whole lot of stuff I can buy for 2. Imagine getting, like, full AP just from killing 1 enemy. That'd be pretty fun. Yeah, let's put breaking shots on for now. But then obviously once we go to camp, we can give him more Lumina points anyway, because the others have, like, 40. So I'm kind of glad that I saved that. He does not have wardrobe. He just has expedition and his current haircut. But I'm looking forward to dressing him in a beret and turning him into a mime. The other guard is gone? Yeah, the other guy's, like, dead, I guess. Look at this man. We also need to upgrade his attributes because he probably has, like, yeah, 78 points. Okay, attack power, please. So, already dealing a lot more damage. Perfect. Agility makes a lot of sense. Luck makes a lot of sense. His crit rate is really low. We want to get that higher. And then health is being augmented by Pictos. So, yeah, to be honest, we probably need his health to be closer to, like, 1,000. So maybe we'll bring the crit rate down. And bring the health up. And, yeah, we'll get more points. But he needs to be powerful because we are doing pretty well at, like, countering and stuff. Let's put a couple of points into vitality for our other expeditioners. I've also had my L leveled before that. And as far as learning skills here goes, yeah, he just unlocks them from basically, like, the monster catching minigame. Also, the locked ones here were the gradient skills then. Virtuo Strike deals high single target physical damage 5 hits. That's Tremor. Verso has Sabotage, which applies Mark. And Shadowbringer applies 1 foretell per hit, 10 hits. They just keep adding stuff to the battle system. I wonder if they're done with that now that we have Monoco, but I am so curious. Those aren't, like, Gustav locked, are they? No. Apothic! Hello! Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. So generous of you. Thank you very, very much. A pleasure to see you. Sorry about the spoilers. Don't worry about this. Like, I'll I'll hide that character for a second. Yeah, where go? Where to? We should probably talk to all of these guys. Especially this one wearing a beret. Grandis Fashioniste. Sorry? We're impervious to cold. It's utterly dreadful for one such as me. Can you guess why? Why? Because there's no need for clothes. We run about naked as the day we were born. Except for you. As fashion designer, my talents languish from disuse. My life needs colors and textures. I'm not looking. I'm supporting and not looking. I appreciate it. I have a brilliant idea. Let me dress you and your 2 marvelous friends. You must first best me in eloquence. What? Vikendis, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Oh my goodness, thank you so, so much. The battle consists of 3 rounds. 3 rounds where we display excellence in poetry. Shall we begin? Sure. Let us commence. There's a mechanic like this in Berserker, and I wonder if that's where this originates. Finish my sentence in a wonderfully poetic way. Life is but a fleeting dream, a whisper in the night. Sure. Your words impress me. Let us continue. And often we find it's not much fun. I feel like this feels like the most poetic. Poetic and magnificent. Let us continue. Yeah, sure. Okay, I get it. I get it. You're good, I should have expected that. Hold on for a moment, it's going to take some time to create my piece. Oh! White outfit for Mael. Pure, okay. Huh. So, like, white expeditioner outfit? This feels like Snow Trooper. This feels kind of Star Wars-y. I don't mind it, though. Do we have any hair that will go with that? Gestural hair. Nope. Vintage is a lot. I feel like this. I think the double braid is actually really nice. I think Rebellious and double braid have been my favorites so far. I feel like the short one is okay, but I feel like this one is great. So can I do that with other characters? Can this guy design outfits that are... Oh, he has an expedition outfit now that's different from his regular outfit just because of the armband. That's kind of nice. Yeah, can I switch to CL? Okay, cool. We can theoretically do this for everybody. Makes sense. It's basically the one that has 2 lines in it each time. It's the one with separated by a comma. That's basically what I'm getting from this. Nice. We got one for CL as well. Don't know how she's surviving in this ridiculous snowy environment with, like, midriff situations, but yeah, that's fun. Oh, we never saw this, this hairstyle before. That's kind of cute. You're not a lady. Okay, thanks. Lune. This guy only wants to talk to ladies. I'm not even reading these, I'm just like, I can tell which one it is. There we go. Finish a couplet with a couplet. Yeah, exactly. It was nice to learn about your culture. Happy you enjoyed it. I enjoyed creating those outfits. I hope you wear them all the time. I shall become a full-fledged fashion designer. Okay, nice. Does that mean you'll also design outfits for Verso? Or for men in general? Yeah, nice. Honestly, I do love her gestural hair. I think her gestural hair is actually pretty cool. But I still think Lune's original hair is perhaps my favorite. The braid situation, I don't know. So cool, though. Look at us in our new outfits. Yeah. I kind of dig the short hair on CL. Too warm? Our ancestral home lay high above the heavens on mountains tipped with crystal clouds. Interesting. Okay, so they seem to have come from an area that's also been affected by the fracture, but was somehow mythical in a way? Enemies abound, we hold firm against those who would wreak havoc upon our home. Great Forge? A skillful application of sound. Oh, okay, so those are the bells, huh? I wonder if that's related to the giant bell that's in the ancestral area near the gestural village. Oh, complete a quest? We can unlock stuff here if we complete a quest? Developing something that will greatly increase our chances of survival will aid you in battle as well. Need the Eternal Ice. You can find some not far from here within the depths of the Glacial Mountains. We can augment our defenses. Okay, great. The path to Frozen Hearts will not be easy. Many threats await you there. Wish you good luck. Cool. Let me buy some of the other stuff quickly first. Because we still need some polished chroma catalysts for upgrading weapons. And after I scroll down a certain amount here, it just doesn't let me scroll back up. It's kind of weird. I think that menu is a little bugged, but I could just be messing with it in a way that I don't quite understand. Oh, you're back here. Okay, cool. Fracture brought Shera's ills, but there is beauty in its aftermath. Take these stations scattered across the mountains. Though not their original purpose, they've sheltered us well and become our cherished home. Cool, so they kind of appreciate where they have come to live. The many wonders your ancestors have wrought. I guess there's also a ton of bells up there, which makes sense. I think you would enjoy a visit to Lumiere. Would love to go to Lumiere one day. Oh, cool. Well, maybe we can take these people to Lumiere. Provided that we are successful in our mission here. Oh, there's one just, like, chilling up there. That's so cool. I like these guys. They're fun. Grumpy Grandis. The peaceful lives long before the paintress emerged. The three great Grandis tribes were renowned for the artistry of their discourse. Eloquence landed the killing blows. Remember the excitement of the oratory games. Yeah, oratory. Every 4 years, the greatest minds came together to demonstrate their mastery over the spoken word. They basically have, like, either a rap battle or a poetry slam, is what I'm reading here. The three great grandest tribes no longer exist. We are all that remain, but the games were a celebration, a chance to come together. Our debates are more humble in nature, but allows for a more intimate, competitive environment. Cool. So these two are just kind of like sparring a little bit. Oh, my achy bones. My body is recalcitrant. Heck yeah. Those two are just chilling. This one is contemplating train. Oh no, there's a troublesome Grandis. Can I get them down? I guess not. It's sometimes a little difficult to know in the environment what you can interact with and what you can't, but that's not a bad thing necessarily. That's just worth exploring, you know? I should build a proper bridge one of these days. We have the will, but have we the way? You've outsmarted the Neverons thus far without facing them directly. The only chance you have is if you stand together. Anything's possible if you have the will to see it through. Sure. Dare say their will was as strong as yours. Huh, okay, fair. Oh! Okay, that's not an area I was supposed to go, I guess. That's why he's like, I should build a better bridge. It's because you can just roll down into the crevasse. Is there actually anything there, or did I just, like, roll too far, or what? Kind of surprised. It's not really let you fall off stuff too frequently before. I wonder if there's something in those, like, crates down there. Oh, there's a log. Expedition 65.
65, Aurelian. The Grandis have embraced us with such warmth and hope. What a balm for the soul to know that other beings survived. That we in Lumiere are not alone. It truly is a miracle. The Grandis retreated to higher ground after Neverons overran their lands. It is bittersweet, but at least the most important parts of their civilization will survive. Their children. Fortunately for them, they do not appear affected by the Gommage the way we are.
So they don't age.
It is painful knowing our expedition has failed. But at least we can enjoy our final days among friends.
That's probably one of the only ones so far that feels like it's had an optimistic ending or like a happy note to it. Many challenges lie ahead both for your kind and ours. Please take this. Oh, cool. We got a recoat. Nice. Can I hop down here? I seem to be walking on some kind of invisible ramp. Cool. I don't know if that's intended or not, but I can do it. Yeah, okay, we're just going to fall down there. Nice. I was kind of curious if those boxes had anything in them, and then it was just like, oh, you want to walk on an invisible thing, huh? Here you go. Okay, yeah, we can't get up onto any of these trains. They're really just all set dressing. Well, that's fair. What do these guys have to say? Can't remember a time when we weren't hiding from the Nevrons. Feels like only yesterday to me. And you, my friend. Grandest Scout 1. This leads to the treacherous region of the mountains. If your destination is Old Lumiere, you should leave by the other exits. But maybe I want to leave this way. Maybe I want to do some side content now we have Monoco. They too have fallen down that same hole. Some areas can only reach by swimming. Yeah, we know about this. Oh. Oh. This, again, feels a bit like an area that has not been painted. Hi, friend. What do you got to say? Greeting, expeditioners. You in search of your former home, Old Lumiere? Not right now. Surviving in these frozen lands will prove quite a challenge. Take this, it might aid in your survival. Okay, cool. Thanks. This at least seems to be one of the things that creates a bridge, so we can... Not Mount Esquier. Cool, okay. So now we have access to this from outside, maybe? I need to see what the situation is here with the map, but... Let's see this first.
Oh,
cool, okay,
lovely.
More color of Lumina. Yeah, when we camp, we really need to hook Monoco up with some more Lumina. So we have this. There's a carousel here, which is terrifying, actually. And then... So Old Lumiere is that way, right? Yeah, so we're leaving by a different exit to get there. Whatever this is. So this is the area the guy wanted us to go and try and find eternal ice. But I don't know if we're ready for this yet. I guess we'll find out. More things to fight. Huh. Okay, cool. Let's... Oh, Monoco's only like level 26. Let's take... Lunate out and put Monoco in. And see what's up here. Okay, we get first strike. It looks like they're not too fast for us yet. Let's see what we can do. First of all, we're going to have Verso attack, because attacking is his whole deal now. And now he has 9. We exploit weaknesses.
Yes.
Can I... Oh, I can take this thing's legs. Fantastic. He's not doing a ton of damage yet, but he's also doing ice element damage that way, so... I know how this thing attacks, I don't know how the thing in the middle attacks.
Your turn to dance.
Oh yeah, the jump attack, right, okay. So this is the thing we fought in the tutorial, I know that, but... let's recovery.
I would have lived.
I'm ready.
We'll Mezzo. And let's see what Monoco can do here. On yellow, he doesn't have anything yet. Although the Almighty Mask is the one that boosts everything. But unfortunately, we can only really attack right now.
That's more like it.
Oh, interesting. It has a counter attack. Unless that was just its normal attack. But it doesn't seem to be. Cool. You can counter the counter attack. Fun. Ooh. I think that's a weapon we already had for CL, but it's a better one. And I assume that's a new weapon for Monoco. Also, Energizing Pain we already had, I think? But maybe that's a level up for the Pictos. Cultist Greatsword Foot. Great. Okay, what does Monoco have for skills now? Ramasur Bonk and Cultist Blood. Medium dark damage to all enemies. Sacrifice 98% health to deal damage. Heavy Mask gives it increased damage. So it's a good one to start with. Because I think you always start on heavy, at least so far. Agile Mask, low single target dark can break. Agile Mask fills 20% of the target's break bar. That's the first time we've seen an exact amount of break damage that we can do to something. So that's kind of huge. Let's take a look at this new weapon, though. Or is that not a new weapon? Who is it for, then? Oh, it's for Verso. Yeah, his, I guess, end in Ro, and these ones end in So. And then ending in Am is all of Gustav's weapons. +1 perfection on crits. So this is the crit weapon, basically. It's like luck build. Counterattack is always a critical hit. Yeah, Dual ESO seems like it for me, for now. We're like purple weapon squad, I think. And yeah, CL's weapon just like leveled up. That makes sense. Oh, and the Pictos upgrade is... Yeah, interesting. I don't think I've seen a means to... Unless it's at camp with the Curator and I didn't notice it in the weapon upgrades, but I've not seen a method of upgrading Pictos. I think Mael said you could do it, but I've not ever taken the time to do it. I presume it just increases the amount that you gain in terms of like the stat improvement, right? Let's go to camp real quick before we end up at this carousel, just so I can see what happens at camp with Monoco. Hi, Grady! Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. We just found Monoco, and we're now in the optional icy area beyond Monoco Station, so I'm getting there with this game. Yeah, I'm so excited we have a Gestural on our team. I'm, like, honestly, one of my favorite things about, like, any of the, like, RPGs I played is, like, non-human characters. So it's kind of cool.
Monoco seems fun.
Oh, yeah.
Bet you guys got up to lots of trouble together.
Did I hear the Monoco jams? Dude, his battle theme was incredible. Like, jazzy, but also, like, a little bit of that electronica vibe. Like, so many of the tracks in this game are just straight-up bangers. I need, like, I collect video game soundtracks on vinyl now of the games that I really love the soundtrack for. I need a vinyl release of this yesterday.
That obvious, huh?
You guys getting us into more trouble now?
An appropriate amount of trouble.
I've spent some time with Gesturals. I'm not sure we had the same definition of appropriate.
Let me guess. You've been to one of their arenas?
One, but not the other one. We haven't been to the second one yet.
Reigning champion. Naturally.
I mean, until Mael kicked your butt, but yeah.
Naturally.
Feet? Really?
I mean, Luna, you are not one to talk. Let's be real.
Don't worry. He's not interested in human feet.
Unlike everybody who plays this game.
And the bell?
A gift from the Grandis.
Amazing. I wonder if we can achieve something similar.
Literally 3 seconds after anybody starts this game. Hey, try sprinting with Lune.
I'll stick to my swords. I'm not too keen on turning into a Nevron.
If we combine this with Pictos, could we selectively use Nevron abilities in battle?
Okay, you seem busy. I'll come back later.
Sure, we'll spend some time with Lune. We didn't have the option to do this with CL, so... You can see that she wants to ask him more questions.
I've been wondering, why stay on the continent alone? Why not return to Lumiere?
I did. I went back. Helped with the rebuild. After the fracture, we didn't have anything. Food, shelter, none of it.
So happy we're actually getting a bit of backstory instead of them just being like, Verso answers kind of evasively.
Things must have been chaotic then.
Nothing like the end of the world to bring out the best and worst in us. I almost missed those times.
Yes, King, drop this law.
You know the dome shield? My father and I helped build that.
Oh, why'd you leave then?
Those early expeditions, they were search and rescue. We didn't know about the Paintress then. We just wanted to find our loved ones.
It makes sense. People hadn't started dying, like, immediately.
Like my mother.
I see. But this time, you didn't go back.
People didn't trust me. Guess I'm hard to trust.
Perhaps.
Guess they thought I knew more than I did. Halfway to the monolith, I was betrayed. Barely escaped. Kind of killed my interest in returning home. What about you? Do you miss home?
I spent my whole life studying the paintress and the monolith. This is where I need to be.
What a long-winded way to avoid answering the question.
I mean, that was not long-winded, dude. Did you hear the story you just
Yes.
told?
There are things I miss.
You paint such a vibrant picture.
If you must know what I really miss of viennoiserie.
Oh, good answer. I miss those too.
Any translators in chat? I don't know what viennoiserie is. That like is that a pastry? To me, it all just sounds like pastry unless you tell me otherwise.
What?
I enjoyed this conversation.
High praise.
Lily feels more relaxed in Verso's presence. She appreciates that Verso shared actual useful information. Dude, me too. Okay, I'm hearing winery and croissant from the people in chat. It's like croissant, pain au chocolat, French pastries. Okay, sure. So, yeah. Boulangerie, patisserie, viennoiserie. Gotcha. Cool. Hell yeah, more interactions. Love that for us. Mael.
This is so gentle. Who's going to protect them while Monoco's gone?
They can take care of themselves.
Really?
They've got their bells. Don't worry.
What do the bells do?
Ringing the bells makes the Nevrons flee. Although, it only works on Nevrons with ears, so not every Nevron.
Well, now I'm worried.
Yeah. Actually, me too.
Oh, we can spend time with Mael. Nice. Bye, Ginger. Have a good one. Thank you so much for being here. Verso joins Mael, who's throwing rocks by the lake. Aww. Still throwing rocks at the paintress.
Mm-hmm. You should try.
Eskia would be horrified that we're throwing stones into the lake.
Or he'd be super happy because we're sending them soaring on fun little adventures.
She knows what's up.
Oh, so they're like little rock expeditioners.
Exactly.
A little on the nose for my current theory about what's going on with Mael. Like, because I didn't really call attention to it previously, but Verso says to Monoco, you know who she is or who she looks like, right? And I'm like, there's some stuff going on here.
Would that make you Lumiere then?
Yeah, I guess so. I'm launching them on their journey and watching them from afar. Stone after stone after stone, knowing they'll never come back.
Kind of depressing for a 16-year-old.
Poetic, but kind of depressing for a 16-year-old.
Welcome to Mael, I suppose.
Well, reality's depressing.
Is that what you're writing in your notebook all the time? Depressing poetry.
Verso.
It's not all depressing. Why, what do you write about? You don't seem like a sunshine and rainbows type.
Mostly poetic insults to use on Monoco. I'm currently comparing him to the backside of an owl.
You're looking at Owl's butt, dude.
Actually,
Amazing.
writing is cathartic for me. It helps. Getting the thoughts out of my head and onto the paper. Giving shape to my feelings.
Journaling, dude.
Can I see?
Do I get to read yours? Also, who spells woe like this? Nah, dude.
Ooh, kind of a personal request there.
Oh, come on. I bet you secretly want people
Whoa-ah.
to read and appreciate your poetry.
Do I get to read yours?
Mine's kind of personal.
Well, so is mine. Okay, fine. I'll let you read mine if I get to read yours.
Poetry swap.
Okay, deal.
Be kind, though.
Yeah, I can't promise that.
Mael and Verso feel closer to each other. Yay! We got a poetry friend. Heck yeah. Mael proves to be extremely critical of Verso's writing. Very fun. Very, very fun. And now we get to talk to Monoco.
Is Golgra's still mad at me?
What do you think?
Well, Golgra helped Noko start his merchant shop.
Yeah, but defying Golgra wasn't Noko's idea, was it?
Noko would have done the same for me.
Noko would have got Golgra on his side first.
Bah! It's been 10 years. Golgra needs to get over it.
Talisman, so thank you for the 65 months. Spend time with Monoco, sure. Yeah.
I see you got stronger.
Well, I didn't spend the last few years hiding in the mountains.
The mountain where a Pelerin cut you in half and you cried for my help?
Yeah, the mountain where a Stalag stomped you, and I had to evacuate you.
You want to fight?
Well, unlike Gestrels, I need sleep, so I'll pass.
Coward.
I love these two, actually. They're amazing. Have you seen how weak you are now? I beat you blindfolded. I admit I'm afraid of you.
Have you seen how weak you are now? I'd beat you blindfolded.
In the mountains, I have learned inner peace.
He's a monk. I love him.
These petty provocations do not work on me anymore.
Also, the fact that he's just carrying a bunch of firewood around is also incredible.
I've missed our little excursions. Yeah, you do too, I know.
Remember our first battle against the duelist?
Sure do. We got our asses kicked pretty hard.
And this one time we tried to swim to the Red Tree Island and you got eaten by that snake.
Looking forward to revisiting that.
Oh yeah, it turns out living inside a snake's belly is possible when you're immortal. Carving my way out was a nightmare though.
Challenged SK to a duel.
Remember that time you got stuck under a building for a year?
And you thought I went back to the village, so you abandoned me. Good times.
Fall back into the familiar pattern of their camaraderie, and level 1, baby.
Good times indeed.
I assume there is like either an end goal or a mechanic to increasing your relationship level. Don't tell me what it is if you know, but like I'm genuinely curious if you neglect these relationships, if anything serious comes to pass.
What present?
Get your present? I left it in your hut. Oh.
I got your note about, but I didn't see a present. What was it? Silly batat. Thanks.
Yeah, we'll spend time in Noco, sure. Immortal 8. Yeah, so the thing about Verso that's kind of
my favorite patat.
A little bit dissonant as far as the ludonarrative sort of situation goes is like they keep talking about him being immortal as though he's like immune to injury if he's like living inside of a snake or whatever. But like obviously he can die in battle with the expedition, so I sort of don't know what the deal is there. Maybe he just gets knocked out or whatever, but I'm still your favorite.
Oh, I'm still your favorite, am I? Because you've taken a real shine to my L. Fair enough.
I just sort of assumed that immortality was based on like not dying because of the gommage not being related to their age.
So tell me, patat to not a patat. Why are you tagging along? Really?
It's going to be the greatest merchant of all time.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, Monoco just said he
Don't
got
tell
cut
me
in
Monoco
half.
said
Yeah,
this, but
like there's...
You were and still are the greatest searcher of all time. And you know there are more lost Gestrels out there. Why be a merchant? Why go to Old Lumiere? Meh?
Meh.
No?
Forever the same sucks. I mean, it's not always bad.
It's not always bad.
Fair.
All right, all right. Monoco's all grown up now. And it's your turn to be the patat. So eloquent.
Interesting. So the relationship between the two of them, I'm so curious, like, with the Gestral life cycle is so different.
Okay. Momo is Momo, and Nono is Nono. Then we've got Lulu, Mai Mai, and Sissy.
I don't think they'll like that.
You sure you don't want to be Ver?
Positive.
Sure. Let's do all the spending time with people. Oh, SK is curious about the armband.
That armband looks nice.
We're part of the disaster expedition now.
I guess it's official. We're part of the disaster expedition now.
What's up with you?
What's up with you? So, you want an armband too?
Gonna have to make a big one for those arms.
Maybe.
Man's built like the Michelin Man.
You barely have arms.
Not true. Anyway, I want a headband.
Your head is humongous. You're gonna need so much cloth.
The headband's gotta happen, though.
I have a big brain.
All right, Monsieur Big Brain. I'll see what I can do.
It's like an eye patch. It looks like Majima.
Happy now?
Ooh, this is the nicest thing ever.
At least he's got all of these, like, sun rays that you can wrap it around. SK is even more excited than usual. Verso's given SK the greatest gift ever. He's overcome with emotion. Level 3! Oh my goodness. Dance around with his armband for a bit before they return to the others. Lovely. Well, quick rest at the flag. Yeah, we're all good. Lovely. Let me briefly check in with the curator because I need to see if I've missed an element of the menu where it comes to upgrading Pictos. No, it's nothing to do with this. We can upgrade our expedition resources. We do have a shape of energy, so I need to do that. And then we can just give Monoco... Since this is now everybody who's in the party, we can just start evenly distributing Color of Lumina between everyone, because I've kind of been saving it just to make sure that we don't lack any when we get a new character, but it did say this was the last character when I got the achievement, so... Cool. Everyone has 58, and we'll save a couple just in case we need to boost somebody here and there. But it doesn't look like we can upgrade Pictos. They just get upgraded when we find a better one, is what I'm understanding from that. So... Monoco is learning those. Let's edit our Luminas real fast. Attack lifesteal is kind of huge, but I feel like Luna doesn't do a whole lot of that. I think auto shell is very cool, and then there's like an extra shell in here somewhere. But I think that might be a Pictos that I haven't learned yet. We'll give her energizing start, because having more AP at the beginning is good. And then I guess breaking shots, just to round it out. Verso just wants everything related to base attack. Rewarding mark. So literally anything that has the word attack in it, we want to make sure he has. But then I guess also free aim is kind of nice. So I'll put burning shots, breaking shots. Mael doesn't base attack a ton. She definitely kills a lot of stuff. So I think dead energy is going to be really helpful. She also breaks pretty frequently. First offensive could be huge. Honestly, Sweet Kill is also huge. And Powerful Revive, just in case she goes down, she comes back with Powerful, she immediately cleans up. Monoco. Probably going to be attacking pretty regularly for the moment, so we'll put Attack Lifesteal on. We'll give him Augmented Counter because it's really good because we counter a lot. We go for parries all the time, even if we don't hit them. Increased break damage on counter attack too. In general, increased break damage is good. But then I think Augmented First Strike is so nice to have. First Offensive is like... you take 50% more on your first damage you receive in battle, so it's probably best once I'm better at parrying. I mean, Sweet Kill sounds good too. What's Critical Moment do? Yeah, okay. Well, he's got low health right now, kind of, so... we'll put Dead Energy 2 on there. CL. I think Attack Lifesteal is so worth it. But then she's not going to be using attacks all that much. Yeah. We haven't really applied that to anybody else aside from Monoco because he's got variable usefulness when it comes to the skills. Stun boost. Base attack applies defenseless. She doesn't base attack a whole lot. We basically want to give her a lot of AP. Extra break damage is nice. Yeah, I think we'll do that. I think we'll do that. And with that, to campfire. Journal first. If he's impervious to death, overall it makes sense that Renoir left him when he came to defend Mael. Yeah, totally. Like, there's no point in killing him if he's immortal. Mael writes about their encounter with Monoco, how exciting it is to travel with the Gestural. And now we check up on the others. So, yeah, I'm curious.
You see, there was a Stalact and I smashed it. Utterly destroyed it. I did it in 2 attacks. Plenty of damage. There was nothing left. Then there was a giant Pelerin that attacked. It was tough, but I defeated it. No problem.
Pelerins are weak. I could have done that blindfolded.
He's all about being blindfolded when he attacks stuff.
This expedition is gloomy.
Yeah. They lost a lot of friends, and they just buried another. Grieving takes time.
How about a little verso magic to lighten the mood?
Oh, we've tried that.
You mean the one that hurts like hell?
Yes, I mean the one that hurts like hell.
All right, I'll do it. Hi.
Not now, please. I'm working.
Is this to do with him being immortal? Does he have, like, his head under his arm or something?
Hi.
Oh, Verso, there you are. How did... Oh! Fuck! Oh my... wow!
What is that?
Hi. I'm a pair of legs that can talk.
Verso?
We're both Verso.
Oh, no. No, dude.
You are so ridiculous.
Wait. How can your legs talk?
Ah, yes, I'm quite proud of that. Took a lot of training.
Does it? Does it hurt?
No, it doesn't.
Did you cut yourself in half? Did Monoco cut you in half?
Do you heal from the top or the bottom? Or do you have to bring the halves together? Hey, can you control the process?
So, if you're cut in half, does that mean you can be in 2 places at once? Can you go scouting with Monoco with your lower body, while your upper body stays here and talks to us?
Well, yeah, you see, I can go hunt Nevrons with my top half, while my bottom remains here cooking meals. Back in the days, that's what we used to do.
Can I... Are you...
Yeah, my hair is...
All that pain just to put a smile on their faces. Verso, aren't you getting too attached?
So I have no idea how any of this is supposed to work. I think we're meant to just go with it, and I'm just going with it. But man, this is so stupid. Oh, I'm back together now. Does anyone have any commentary on that? Or
Don't worry.
okay.
And the bell?
A gift from the...
Amazing. If we can...
Okay, you see...
Of course, the first thing she says is feet. Oh, we can spend more time with Lune? Sure, I guess. We can just keep doing this. What do we think, chat? Dogs or cats? Cats, dogs, cats. She seems like a cat person.
Do you like cats?
What?
Do you like cats?
I think you've spent too much time alone. You've forgotten how to start a human conversation.
I just have this feeling you're a cat person.
Well, you're wrong.
Oh, she had a
I
dog.
did have a dog named Pat, though.
Named your dog Paw? That's like if my parents named me Foot. This game has to stop with the feet. I swear this game has to stop with the feet.
Interesting name.
My sister named him when we were kids. Stella. She was a gifted artist. And
Lune and
fiery.
Stella. Right, I see. I see.
She definitely made the most of the time she had.
I see what you're doing there. Were you close?
Were you close?
When we were younger, I guess. But my brother and sister had their own lives. They didn't care about my parents' research.
Doesn't seem fair.
No. I'm glad they got to live. Sol was a great older brother.
Of course. Soul, yep.
That's actually how I met Gustav. Sol was dating his sister.
So, you knew Gustav for quite a while then?
So Soul was dating Emma?
That's an awful lot of personal questions.
It is, isn't it? All right, we can talk about me again if you want.
How generous of you.
Ask away. I'm being sincere. Go ahead, ask me anything you want. We've got all night.
Remember, you offered. Do you like monkeys?
Oh, come on.
Luna's good mood. She forgets to ask Verso other important questions, which Verso takes note of. Keep her in a good mood. No more personal questions. Or other types of questions, I guess. They have a bit more fun together before heading back to camp.
Monoco's
Oh, yeah.
bet you got. You guys get raining.
Naturally.
Okay, nothing else with... yeah, I wonder if that was just with Lune. I'm sure we'll find out. Like, there'll be other opportunities to camp and whatnot. I think we need to get moving here. Gonna spend the entire episode at camp otherwise. There's still a checkup on the others. So I wonder if this is a scene between the rest of them. Mael stares at the stars. Ciel appears next to Mael. They spend a moment in silence, both staring at the sky.
Can you teach me to fight better?
I mean, you don't need to, love. I'm sorry, you're the best character on the team already.
Better.
That white-haired bastard hit us before we even knew he was there. I want to return the favor. And you're the best fighter I know.
To be fair, she is the second best member of the team, but...
High praise.
You know they'll be back. I want to get them before they can get us.
Emotions are powerful. You have to make sure they work with you, not against you.
I know.
Okay. First lesson sounds obvious, but you need to see. Really see. Your eyes will tell you the truth, but your brain can lie.
What do you mean?
Emotion can mess with your perceptions. Make you miss important details on the field.
Right.
Fixate on the wrong thing. Or see what you want to see.
Okay.
You need to see things as they are, not how you think they are. See your target so you can understand your target. How they move, how they think, how they react. so you can anticipate and adjust. On the field, it's just you, your weapon, and your enemy. And you need to understand all three. Everyone has blind spots, so every day you ask yourself, what's yours? What's theirs? Do you know?
Thought this would be more of a technique lesson.
I mean, you have technique already. You really don't need the technique. Hell yeah. Okay, now we can go to sleep. Yeah, I think Mael is already, like, a pretty competent fighter. Carousel, then, huh? Who do we want to go in with our team? We're going Verso, Mael, Monoco, right? I think we'll stick with that for the moment. The carousel. The carousel. Not just a carousel, chat. The. $51. And this is a whole area. This is not like a... Hey, come in here and get a record for the camp. This is the carousel. Oh, and there's another expedition, whatever it was, with the Ferris wheel, right? And there's a... What are these guys called again? Begins with a G? I've forgotten it already. I feel so bad. The Grandis. There you go. You've met other expeditioners several years prior. I mean, their flag was back there. I'm unaware of their fight. We had a pleasant enough conversation. They were in quite a rush and couldn't spare the time to assist me. With what? Our beloved carousel is frozen over. The ice is too thick for me to break. So we need to figure out how to break the ice? Oh, okay, we can just punch it. Nice. That saves time. Okay, heck yeah. I wish more carousel music was like this, to be honest. You freed the carousel. I'm forever in your debts. Such lovely memories of Grandis and human children playing here together. Before the fracture. No nevrons and thus no need for violence. Our battles relied upon the sharpness of wit, not our swords. My friend Eloise. After the fracture, I never saw her again. She took great pride in her hair. I can no longer remember the details of her face. Oh, and she's got a new hairstyle. I'm pretty sure we met Eloise in the intro, provided that it's the same Eloise. Interesting. French Bob, nice. Sorry, Mael, we are going back to double braid. I think the double braid looks cool. Any more haircuts? No? Okay, cool. Absolute jams, dude. Anything else? Oh. Ah. Lovely. Don't think we'll be able to get to the Ferris wheel, no? No, I guess not. And those don't seem to do anything much despite being a funky color. So we just fixed the carousel, and that seems to be it for this location. I wonder if there's anything else that will happen here later. We'll keep an ear out. We can't just smash any piece of ice now, but that's a fun tutorial for doing that if we need to use it later. What is it with the carousel? Eskia, you don't gotta lurk there. I don't know what it is with the carousel. I'm curious if that becomes anything else later. Ooh, there's an item here. Or is this just chroma?
Nice.
Fueling break. Breaking a target doubles its burn amount? Oh my god, the amount of damage we could do. Fueling break. That's wild, actually. Let's just get a little bit of speed going here. We could fight them again. We don't really need to. We can go this way. We're supposed to be searching for eternal ice up here, I think. I just want more opportunity to use Monoco. Danger. Okay, cool. Well, let's give it a try, and if we're absolutely stomped, we'll leave again. I mean, this does look a little intense. A little foreboding. It looks like another station, for one thing. Station. Oh, I hear a rumbling. I hear a rumbling and a stomping.
Brings back memories.
Oh.
Why?
We lived on this mountain together for some time.
Romantic.
Oh my god, they were roommates. Well, there are items here.
Nice.
Of course. I think after a while, Color of Lumina is going to feel like the moment in Elden Ring where you just get like a mushroom. And it's like, yeah, thanks. Okay, yeah, nothing to jump over. I'm just curious, you know? Just a curious fella. Oh, there's a gestural here. And there is another bridge. Nothing much to rest for yet.
Oh, lovely.
Lovely. Nothing else hidden here. Okay. What have you got to say for yourself, bud? Mountain of ice invaded by fire. Yeah, what's going on with these crystals, huh? And everyone's often resemble their environments. So where did that fire come from? And what are those creatures at the top of the... Oh, there's more of them,
Remember those
huh?
stalactites, Monoco? Aren't they terrifying?
There's a fiery one walking around here.
Perfect.
Is that going to be like chromatic stalact or something? Or is it just going to be these freaking guys? What are you, though? And can Monoco have your feet, is the next question.
My turn.
These are cool looking and terrifying. Hello? And there are 3 of them. And we can take their legs.
You're outmatched.
I mean, they're pretty tough, though, from the looks of things. Attacks all enemies, right, yeah. Not much in the way of break built up yet, but then we do have enough for perfect break anyway, so I figure we might as well just do high damage. Yeah, these things are pretty hefty, it looks like. Dark damage to all enemies. But that sacrifices health. We don't have Agile Mask or Unbalanced right now. But unfortunately we can't do the Chalier combo. I think maybe we'll just attack and hopefully we can dodge whatever the heck it is they're doing.
Finesse and precision.
Yeah, remind me to take roulette off my L after this is done. Okay, rough. That's a lot.
Just try it.
Yikes. Yeah, we're a little under level for this area. I know how to block that now, but... a little tough, a little tough. Let's see if we can attack this one, because we know how to attack. And then we'll go back to the fire ladies, but I feel like the enemies are just going to be too high level. Oh, there's one here anyway, great. Maybe we get an easier shot at them, provided that this guy on the left here is not out.
Your turn to shine.
Oh, he is. Okay, he kind of is.
That is of violence, yes.
I'm ready.
Yeah, they're all so fast, too.
This and precision.
Incoming.
If my elk can counter, then that's good.
Please survive.
Oh, dang it. Something about the icons that he got there was just confusing as heck to me. Okay, now I have to perfectly parry like 5 attacks, so no thanks. Alright, we're too under level for this area. Yeah, the areas say danger if you're not like at the expected level, which is fine because we've fought Chromatic Abest when we were still too low level for that boss, technically speaking, but I like a bit of challenge, but we're just getting stomped by everything. That's not as fun, really. So we'll come back here another time. I was just kind of curious if this would lead to the eternal ice that the guy back at the station said he wanted us to find. Which I presume it does, but that's just like an optional side quest kind of thing, right? Please survive makes me sad. Yeah, the stuff Mael says like oscillates between that kind of like weird pleading tone, which can feel a little bit sad, and also instructional, where she's like, dodge, and I'm like, but I want to parry though. Alright, I think that's the only other place we can go on this part of the map, so yeah, I think we'll just go back through the station and head for plot objectives. We're headed towards Old Lumiere for all the good that will presumably do us. I love the environments, though. They're so cool. Is there anything going on with this? Oh, that's just a odd, very sculptural piece of scenery. What's going on here, then? Does this take us out to the southern part of the world map? It does. Great. Because actually, I want to go and see if there's any other stuff around, like a gestural merchant who can sell me a French bob for Lune and also a record that can be lost at camp. It says Lost Voice as well. I'm kind of curious about that. A record that can be played at camp.
Great.
More color of Lumina. Wonderful. Another mushroom. We also haven't fought any of the other enemies around here, and before we progress, I'm a little curious to see if we can take any of their legs with us. So you lot, prepare for a rumble. Please survive. Instructions unclear. Exchange Gustav for Gustav 2. Yeah. Okay, so this guy's legs are breakable, this guy's legs are breakable, this guy not so much.
Ready to strike. Break.
Huge. All right. We're starting on balance. I really wish I had more AP. Let's just fight. Resistant to physical. Okay, fair.
Watch out, Mael.
Yeah, I forgot that's a 3 hit. Nice. 4 technically, but I parried the last one. Yeah, I got fainted. That's fine. We have perfection. I need a skill I can do once we hit S rank, because I've been...
Cut him down.
doing a pretty decent amount just with... with perfect break. Okay, cool. So we're balanced. Nice, okay. That's pretty hefty. He does his little truffle shuffle, and we take him out. Fun times. Oh, we upgraded Krularam as well. Heck yeah. Krula's foot and Jar's foot. Okay, Monoco, what do you get for those, please? Krula Barrier applies shields to the target. Huh. So we can actually have shields. That's huge, because that means we just ignore a couple of instances of damage. With Heavy Mask gives +2 AP. That's kind of awesome, actually. Jar Lampstorm deals medium physical damage to enemies. Okay, so we have Dark. But I genuinely, even though it's medium dark damage to all enemies, I genuinely don't think sacrificing 90% health, unless we combo that into the... yeah, we could combo that into the Pictos that gives you increased damage if you're like a 10% health. Because that's like exactly on the borderline for that. But obviously Dark is like elemental. This gives regen to everything and also heals 40% health. So I think honestly Jar Lampstorm because it's all enemies, it's like AoE. Yeah, we'll leave that for now because we have single target physical, single target ice, medium dark to everything, low dark to one thing, but then that's his break skill as well. That does high break damage, but yeah. I'm still working out Monoco. It's still early days with Monoco. We're also learning Luminas, so in some cases it might be best to just go and fight some enemies, do some battles sort of arbitrarily to learn the stuff that we have not yet learned.
Oh, lovely.
It's another Gestural Merchant. Plunging Bob. Oh. We have both plunging and French bobs. And another dangerous place to go. Oh, this is the painting workshop. Okay, yeah. We just randomly walk past an Abest. 1 second, I have haircuts to contemplate. Plunging Bob. French Bob. French Bob's kind of cute. I still think the short curly cut is awesome too. I kind of want to switch back to the regular expedition outfits. I hate to be basic, but I do like them a lot. French Bob, also known as Roger. Yeah. Very good. It also plays immediately, which means I get to gun. You know what? Earning that amount of AP and then just shooting everything seems like a pretty good strat. And then attack again. And earn 4 AP back immediately. That's pretty good. That's a good weapon, actually.
Energized.
That's pretty fun. Does Mael have an AoE? No, I think she has one. I just haven't equipped it. Okay, now I have 9 AP, so sure, why not? Alright, I think I get it now. I think I get it now. We now have an Abest's foot. And a Rocher's foot. Fun. I feel like we need to go back to the first area with Monoco and just fight everyone. So Rocher a hammering. Medium single target physical can break. So that's basically this but without the ice. And Abest Wind, low single target physical, play a second turn. And that's a low-cost skill. With an Agile Mask, it costs nothing. I wonder if you're supposed to just build for a specific mask type. Yeah, I wonder if it's time to start swapping out stuff like Spark and Swift Stride for Mael. Because I feel like I'm using them less, but then I don't have many great ways of getting back into Virtuo's stance later. Energizing Pain is... Oh, that's on getting hit. Where's the one that gives you... like, really good damage if you're 10% health. Where did that go? Is it at Death's Door? It's this one. I think we've already learned that. So if we go back here... we'll take off Breaking Counter and... Dead Energy. We'll put At Death's Door on. I'm pretty sure there's something else that's like more damage. Yeah, Critical Moments. Increase critical chance if health is below 30%. So we would automatically have that. Oh, that's a Pictos one. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I think maybe we just give him 5 more Color of Lumina. Yeah, honestly, Healing Parry will take out in favor of Critical Moments. Because Mael can just pick up Critical Moment from a Lumina. I'm also going to take Roulette off Mael. Because I'd like her to be consistent. I know Roulette means you end up with super high stacking damage, but again, we can apply that with Color of Lumina if we want to. Inverted Affinity is also potentially kind of good. Because we get 50% extra damage, even though like we spend our first 3 turns being unable to heal her. I think a lot of the times we're either taking damage that doesn't matter, or we're taking damage that just straight up kills us. So I think that should be okay, and we can at least learn it in the meantime. And let's put Energizing Parry on here, because filling my L with AP is a good idea. Yeah. So at this point with Monoco, the goal is use cultist blood, basically. So in fact, sorry to spend so much time in menus. Let's set up cultist blood here. And we'll set up Chalet combo there. Because that's going to deal pretty decent AoE damage to everything if we're fighting regular enemies. Maybe we can change that when we get a little closer to fighting like something that looks obviously like a boss. Hello? Chat, I think we've broken the game. I think we found a skip. What's going on right now with the collision in this game? Is this intended? Wild if true. Because that looks like one of the points that builds a bridge. So it feels like the bridge just got activated. Except we can't go there yet. Okay, interesting. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know what... Yeah, it's not loaded that area of the map. I'm like, that's clearly not intentional. It's a glitch bridge. Okay, cool. No worries. Maybe they'll fix that in an upcoming, like, patch or something. Hilarious, though. I just started running in the air. No worries. No worries. That is the first time I've seen anything like that happen aside from in the station environment, and this has otherwise been a pretty glitch-free game. I see something back here. I feel like I saw an item back here. Maybe I didn't. Is there anywhere else I can go on the map before we move on from this? Haven't really been up into that corner, have we? Okay, there's one of those obstacles that we can't remove yet. And that goes back to where we were before. So I think we just go into the station, yeah? Oh, there is a Demineur up there. Can I get up there yet? Oh, this we haven't been to, I don't think. What is this? Stone Quarry. Oh, okay, we've not been there then. I thought that was an enemy for a second. It's just a statue. Although maybe it's more than just a statue. I guess we'll find out.
Acceleration!
There's enemies here on the beach. Let's see if we can steal their legs. Oh, he's running in the sky, though. Okay, so my L starts inverted. I also like the fact, I didn't notice this before, they're like... color scheme changes when they're inverted. Okay, Verso's going to absolutely trounce this guy, so... Yep, thought so. So, destroying these does shield neighboring enemies, but I feel like we no longer care about that. And I can still use whatever attack I want. This is absolutely the weapon that makes Verso a broken character. I don't even care. Amazing. Oh, we got a Luster's Foot from that. Nice. The Reaper Cultist's Foot. And the Troubadour's Foot. So we have a bunch of new skills, actually, for Monoco. This is going to get so hectic so fast, dude. Okay, let's see. Cultist slashes, medium single target dark damage, deals more damage the less health Monoco has. Oh, now we're getting combos. Because if we do Cultist Blood and then we do Cultist Slashes, we get all of that extra bonus crit, bonus damage. We've already dealt a lot of dark damage. We get to deal more dark damage. It does increased damage with Agile Mask. That applies Rush to him for 3 turns, so that's not too bad. And then Troubadour Trumpet applies a random buff to 1 to 3 allies. Caster Mark applies a second random buff. Huh. So a little bit of roulette there. So Cultist Blood into Cultist Slashes is a good combo. I feel like maybe we put Stalag Punches on here because he can do elemental stuff. We don't have Lune in here right now. I think maybe we'll save Crueler Barrier for another time, and we'll put the heal on here. Because Monoco and Lune feel like they've got equivalent, like, casting potential. Just, like, elemental stuff. I feel like I should also be using CL and Lune instead of Verso and Mael just because of, like, leveling the characters, but... I don't know. Right now I'm just enjoying where Verso is at, and Mael is always good, so...
Good stuff.
Oh, is this chromatic... Wait, that's Yvette, right?
I'm the fastest.
Okay, I think we need to save before this, so I'm going to camp. We need to upgrade whatever we can, because I feel like this is going to be a tough fight. So I think maybe health. I mean, Mael's over 2,000 health already. She's fine. Just give her more damage. Skill-wise, Verso gets 4 points. Leadership is pretty fun. But then, Overload could potentially set up something similar to what we're doing with Monoco, with, like, reducing his health to 1, which means he gets a ton of damage. And then, obviously, if you're good at parrying, then you can do whatever. Ascending Assault at S rank costs 2 AP. I want something that's good at S rank, because when I get to S rank, I want to be able to do cool stuff. Extreme light damage costs 5 AP at S. So maybe we go with this. And then we wait for 8 skill points to do that. Yeah, I think all of the S rank stuff is just his, like, higher cost skills, which makes a lot of sense, obviously. But, yeah. Mael has 4 right now. We're either going for Sword Ballet or we wait for Combustion and go in here. I do like the fact that Payback gets reduced AP cost for each parry, so she really has to be on it with the parries. Momentum Strike is also huge. Increased damage to marked targets. It's basically a better per se, and it costs 4 AP if you're in Virtuose. I think we need to go for that. I think we buy Ajid now. I also maybe want to put Fencer's Flurry on Mael. We'll do that instead of Spark, because we can burn with other stuff. I feel like mostly we've been applying burn just by shooting, because we have a free aim skill that does that. So Fencer's Flurry does 1 hit medium damage, uses the weapons element, applies defenseless for 1 turn. Yeah, I think maybe we want that. But then this... extended by 1 on getting shell. Oh yeah, of course, right. We also have this, which makes the target weak to fire damage, which could be huge. And we have Rain of Fire, which deals Single target fire damage. We're pretty good for AP, I think, on my L as well. So I think maybe we swap that for Spark, maybe? I've not used it much yet. Obviously, we're going to rest. Good. Okay, we're just using this as a save point, really. So this is, yeah, big old ice Evek. Let's see how we do. I need to get a little closer to the pocket sand. There we go. Probably going to get stomped by this as well. Let's find out. Frost Evek. Okay.
Oh, well.
Ready to parry.
Your turn to shine.
We weren't ready to parry, apparently. Oops.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? Immediately gets one shot. I can take this thing's feet. So I feel like this is probably a little above our pay grade. Let's try one more time. But that was like 3,000 damage. That was kind of a lot. This thing also looks way bigger on the world map than it does in the battle environment, but it could get bigger, for all I know. Dang.
Okay. Flames. Rain.
Resistant to burn, then? Okay, cool. That's like 20 burn, though. So, this has some stuff I can counter, some stuff I'm less familiar with. I just want to get one good shot at it and get a turn with every character before we call it too difficult for now. Surprised this isn't chromatic, but then I guess Evek is not just a regular enemy, it was a boss to begin with.
Your turn to dance.
Get ready.
Ready to parry. Parry it.
There we go.
Your turn to dance.
So it did a different attack to what it did previously. Okay. After this, we'll do one more attempt and we'll head to Old Lumiere. Awfully Angry Ice Pope. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. I think it's really interesting how much terribly difficult stuff this game throws at you on the world map. If you're not following the critical path, you can get into some really high-level enemies really quickly.
Guard up.
Neat. I think maybe I'm also supposed to have leveled health a bit more, but I like parrying, so. One more try. I like the whale song that it seems to be doing. Please cast a spell first. Good. This one I think I can parry okay.
Parry it.
It likes you.
It likes you. Okay, that I could parry, so I at least get a turn with my L. So that's not a weak point the way it is with the other enemies. Resistant to physical in general.
On me.
Yeah. Yeah, we're outclassed by this one. No worries. Imagine this on hard. Yeah, that's why I think, for one thing, you wouldn't come to this enemy and expect to win on hard right away. Secondly, it's for the Dark Souls crew that like to parry stuff. And thirdly, I would probably attempt hard on my second playthrough, unlike the mad lads who are like, I'm doing expert first try, and I'm like, all that adds up to me not really taking this enemy too seriously for now. The fact that there's just a dinghy there. I can also see some hot air balloons in the distance over to the left, and I'm like, what's the deal with the hot air balloons? I've seen the chromatic trio in the last stream we did working on a hot air balloon. But is that them mimicking Lumiere and technology, or is that something that they've done themselves? Oh yeah, the quarry is a thing. I do want to make a bit of progress on the plot, though. All we've done is meet Monoco, and that's it. I'm kind of curious what's up next. Got to go on the road to Old Lumiere. And they said there was a different exit if we wanted to go that way, which I presume is over here. Yeah, like up that way. Clear the snow and the rubble, but this is too much. Must be truly dispose of this thing. It doesn't obstruct the way, it's simply there. Sure is. It definitely is there. Okay, so this is the direction we need to go to head to Old Lumiere, I guess. What do you guys got? Pleasant meeting the merchant, but things could have become perilous. We did well to return. There's much we do not know about the crater. The Neverons there are fierce. Well, there's a crater out here, apparently. But who is the crater creator? Alright, immediately big enemies, immediately big swords. Some enormous swords. Hey, you look big. Fight me!
Let's carve a path.
Okay, you look like I can damage you some. Okay, you're marked now. You all have shields. I'll take you out. We'll mark that guy. We'll burn this guy. We'll mark him as well. And we'll give powerful to the other two.
No time to lose.
Now then. It would actually be better if my L went now, but never mind. We have 3 hits. I guess I can maybe shoot this guy twice. And we still have marking shots, so that's cool. Cultist blood. Okay, he's physically resistant, so that's... Yep, okay, my L's still absolutely slaps.
Just try it.
Relentless combo 2 hits. Forgot about that one. I want to see how much damage Monoco can do. Not much since he has no AP left. Okay, that's fair. I want to try Cultist Slashes after this, but I guess we don't get to that. He does a bit more damage, though. More got swords? Yeah, a little bit. Longer shell gets upgraded. Okay, nice. What are we looking at on the map here right now? Oh, okay, there's more over there. We're just going to head straight north to Old Lumiere. And we'll probably end the stream in this environment. Maybe this is what they were talking about when they said the crater, huh? Old Lumiere is just a spire of Verso. Yeah, this is a lot.
Welcome, my friends, to Old Lumiere.
Is anyone still here?
Just Nevrons.
So this is where our piece of Lumiere used to be. Before the fracture ripped apart the world and threw us into the sea.
They just kind of went boop.
We're lucky it
whoop,
did.
and
That's
moved
probably the only reason we survived.
The heart of the paintress is in the center. Let's go.
I guess the heart of the paintress is in the center. We seem very confident about this, even though he said he didn't know what it looked like before this. Anyway, Monoco leveled up, finally. So, let's give the man some health. We neglected that early on, and we are kind of paying for it now, actually. Hey, man. Place is an absolute wreck, but it's also pretty wicked. Let's trade. Longer powerful. Oh. Yes, please. Revive Tint Shard. Yes, please. Healing Counter. Yes, please. Polished Chroma Catalyst, please. Cool. Fight. Let's try this with Monoco instead of Mael this time. Even though Monoco has like a third of Mael's health right now, I think. He's got shell.
Move.
Get wrecked. You thought I wasn't ready, but I was ready. Okay, we are balanced right now. We don't have enough AP for Chalier combo. Does this get it? I think this gets us on heavy if we do this. Cool, we got crits on all of those. And then he killed me. Of course he did. Because I took myself down to 10% health. Why is he not going to kill me? We do know a thing or two about lifting up a large mass of land. It's very true. Very true. All right, let's try that again, but let's make better decisions. First decision.
I'd love a dance.
Oh, interesting. I think I've seen that attack before. Let me heal real quick.
Wow.
Capoeira. Almighty means all of our skills are more powerful, I'm pretty sure. So, sure, let's try it again. Okay, that's big. That's actually big. Amazing. Fight was brilliant. I like you. Ooh, what is this? Free aim shots can consume 1 foretell to deal 100% more damage. So, gunner weapon for CL. Base attack applies 3 foretell. Alright. So if we set her up like Verso, she could be really powerful. I think we're actually going to swap in CL and Lune for this bit. Yeah, I kind of want to see what this team can do. So I'll make CL our explorer here. Oh. Okay. I fell sideways. Nothing I could do. The fact that this gold stuff is in a couple of the environments and it's just kind of dripping is so ominous. So menacing. It's like it's molten lava everywhere. Or like molten metal. Oh, okay, we have cutscene. This looks like something is going to burst through it.
We'll need a way forward.
The heart is in the center of the city. All right? Show off a bit, Monoco.
Turn into a big thing and punch this building.
Just admit you can't do it yourself.
Oh, he's actually doing it. Oh. Okay, turns out that was a bit more destructive. Huh? We okay? You okay there, bud?
Monoco! Why the hell did you...
Sorry, I fucked up. I just wanted to show off.
We just have to regroup. The others should be fine. Verso said the heart is in the center of Old Lumiere, right?
Right. Okay, Monoco. Stop crying. We have to move.
Also, is this literally not just the party that I just chose?
Sorry.
Does that change if you have a different party? I'm actually kind of amused. But, like, literally what just happened? Like, he headbutted this building and then everybody blacked out and now... Yeah, now Verso and Mael are just gone. We just predicted it. That's incredible, dude. Also, I think I used a couple of items there, so let me just quickly rest. It's not like we're respawning enemies anyway. Alright, we'll explore this a little bit.
I beg your forgiveness for landing us in this quagmire.
It's okay, Monoco. Let's move on, shall we?
Oh, interesting. We got some of these. These look like the enemies that were in the basement part of, where was that location? Stonewave Cliffs? Did you miss a lot losing fights, really? Yeah, basically that.
Is coming.
So I forget what these are weak to, but... Fire it is? Okay, this one's weak to fire. And Luna doesn't have marking shots. Either that or my luck is really bad.
Well. Here's your card.
Okay, that one's weak to dark. We start on balanced. Huge, actually.
Dodge, CL.
Eyes up, Monoco. Look out!
Okay, fun. I mean, he took a couple of hits there and still managed to survive, so that's okay. Electrify. Nice. Battle 'em. And Monoco has new skills, because of course he does. We encountered a new enemy. Ladies. Okay, these are both weak to fire, so... we do that. Grim Harvest.
Time to read.
Oh, very weak to dark, too. Huge. Yeah, we were definitely under-leveled for the last couple of, like... Oh, that's new for Monoco, then. Parries increase bestial will by 1, taking damage resets. Upgraded skills deal 30% more damage. Upgraded skills? Can we upgrade skills? I'm confused. Unless it's like upgraded by using the mask thing. Chevalier thrusts high physical damage to all enemies. 3 hits. High single target physical damage, 6 hits. Okay, cool. And then Chevalier piercing. Single target physical damage through shields. Damage increased for each shield on the target. That's actually kind of huge. Yeah, I don't think we're using Monoco to break a whole bunch, so... I'm going to put that on there. Shields are actually kind of annoying, so it's kind of nice to have it. Chat? Who's this lady? Anyone got her number? A little bit worried about that one, okay. Out going on here? Bit of chroma, maybe?
Interesting.
I thought for a second there was, like, stuff carved into this tree. I think it's just the bark. That is a tree, right? I'm not looking at something macabre and awful. And the fact that, like, the Arc de Triomphe is up there is a thing.
How exactly did our piece of Lumiere end up on an island when the rest of the city is here?
One of the great mysteries. I wish we had more time. There's so much to study here.
There sure is. Ooh, crouch area? Yes, please. Surely there's a mime? Not here, at least.
Useful.
More chroma. And... that looks like it. Queen Marika, is that you? Possibly. Oh, hi! Get dunked on. So, burn damage works on these. I feel like Lune's skills are due for an overhaul one of these days. Yeah, I think we Grim Harvest again. Le Carte More, thanks so much for gifting 5 subs. That's so kind of you. Thank you so very much. What's caster? Oh, regen. Huh, okay. Well, we're not going to worry about that now.
Your turn to shine.
I'll do it.
Nice. Nobody gets to counter. Very good. Love geoguessing in post-apocalyptic games like this. Yeah. Okay, we got that done. All of the swords everywhere. It's like, what does this even do or mean? This is like somebody casts sword on this entire area. Oh, I didn't realize I had to jump there. My bad. So is this a gap I can fall down? No, there have been occasional gaps I can fall down, so I was curious. There we go.
So, Monoco, what was life like before the fracture?
The world was smaller and cozier, livelier. There were many more of us Gestrels back then. The fracture tore our villages apart. Only a fraction of a fraction survived. Our forests are filled with Gestrels awaiting rebirth.
So there were tons of them. Things were cozier. Dude, one of the swords up there is, like, still kind of glowing with glyphs. I feel like an enemy is just going to use that on us at some stage. I have that feeling. Oh, hello. Pocket sand. Wonder how they're reborn. So there's something about them having a sacred river.
Chroma is flowing. Feel the burn.
Yeah, we'll Grim Harvest again. Cool.
Your turn to dance.
It's not me.
I
A
missed that one
storm
up.
is coming. Feel the burn.
Is his weapon element dark? It is. Nice. Yeah, there's definitely something about them giving offerings of chroma at their
Wow.
sacred their sacred river for something to do with rebirth. But like the whole life cycle of Gestrels is so different to anything I might consider normal that I'm like, what's the deal with you guys still? There's something back there I could have had? No, that's just environment. Oh, hello. You're another one of these. Fading man. I have nothing but time, I suppose, to sit and think. This guy looks like one of the characters from the intro. Are you a spirit trapped in the gommage? These days I'm just a man who sits and thinks. When she was young, she'd get sad thinking about mortality. When I asked her about her sadness, her answer surprised me. Are you talking about the paintress? She who painted Nevrons. She wasn't scared of death itself. She was sad because there are more works of art than she'd ever be able to see in her lifetime. So many fables from around the world she'd never be able to collect to bring to life in her workshop. All the beauty in the world she'd never get to experience, and that saddened her. I encouraged them to believe that their dreams are within their grasp, but she proved me a liar. She did love to challenge me. Of all of them, she and I are the most alike. All of them? It's important to remember the ones we love, to keep them alive in our minds when they are far away, far, far away. Are you originally from Old Lumiere? I paint them so that I can remember them, remember their faces. The man goes silent. Huh. So, I think a lot of this is pointing to the question of, like, who or what created the paintress? Like, was the paintress some sort of deity to begin with and is sort of responsible for creation in general? Shout out to the carousel. Or was the paintress part of, like, an experimental group of people, because people seem to know or have known the paintress from, like, an earlier time or a younger age? There's so much to think about here, and I'm kind of waiting for the game to clarify a little bit more. Okay, there's a geode with runes around it. Is that a rock for Esquier?
Doesn't that look like one of Esquier's stones?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's bring him a gift.
I assume this is the one that lets us fly? Oh, there's...
I was surprised
hair
you
in that.
agreed so readily to Verso's plans.
He seems to be our best bet for now. We lack too much information.
Do you trust him?
I trust that he wants to reach the paintress. So for now, our interests are aligned.
He has been helpful.
That camera angle made it look like we're being
Still.
watched by something. Or someone.
I have this feeling he's hiding something.
Suspicious. Let's ask Monoco.
Monoco, how did you meet Verso?
I don't really remember. I feel like I've always known Verso.
You mentioned traveling with other expeditions.
Quite a few.
How many? What happened to them?
All of them, probably.
What happened to them?
Maybe ask Verso when we find him.
Yeah, okay. Finding them comes first. Any idea what this is?
Is that Mael? That looks kind of
I'm
like
afraid
Mael.
not. This is my first time here as well.
Giant Mael, anyone? The paintress's heart is supposed to be here. So I'm like, what's the deal
58.
with
They
that?
were the ones that Verso was traveling with.
I believe so. They made it surprisingly far. An axon. Interesting.
What?
Verso is... Is this true?
What does it say?
Mael's with him.
We need to go. Now!
Verso would never harm her.
Can we hear the voice log? Or is that not one? Okay, great. Cool. Love it when the characters know more than we do.
Can you stand? Monoco gets a bit carried away sometimes.
My back hurts, but I'm fine.
Good. The others are probably heading towards the center of the city. We'll rejoin them there.
Feels like home.
Yeah. Feels like home. You okay?
Monoco fits well in the disaster expedition, eh?
Yeah. It does.
What's your deal,
After
Verso?
you.
He has ulterior motives. He's shifty. We don't trust him now.
Speaking of home, where do you live in Lumiere?
Above a bakery near the center. Angelique's Boulangerie. I ate there every morning. I wonder if it's still there.
It's called Mathilde's now. When this is over, you should go and visit.
Of course, it changed hands because presumably the original owner was gommaged. Friends, much as I hate to do it, I think we are going to have to leave this on a cliffhanger because well, we can upgrade attributes for characters who are not in our party currently, and it's not going to let me clear that. Yeah, I need to go and have dinner and stuff. And, yeah, we have arrived in this place with obviously a lot to do, but we will not be able to get to all of it today, and I want to give it the right sort of time. So, yeah. Because we started late today, and I figured both streams were going to be a little shorter. So, we're going to pick this up again on Tuesday with Mael and Verso, and figure out what the heck is going on here, hopefully. right now, continue to rotate this piece of scenery in your mind. And I will be raiding somebody as we wrap up the stream here, and we'll continue this on Tuesday. Thanks so much for joining me. Thank you so much for all of the support on this in the Minecraft stream. It's very kind of everybody. There's lots of folks doing stuff right now. A bunch of them are playing Among Us, it looks like. So that seems like fun. Who shall we raid? Let's go raid into... let's go raid Ollie. Ollie's playing Among Us with a bunch of folks from Misadventures, it looks like. They got a fun little lobby going together, so go say hi from me. You can use your Pixel Hype emotes and the hashtag PixelRaid to show some love. I'll be back on Tuesday. Have yourselves a lovely rest of your weekend, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye for now.